So this is the introductions to the Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium WebDriver is an open source and it is a collection of the APIs. So if collection of APIs is there, it will be get converted into the jar file. So which is used for testing of our web applications. The Selenium WebDriver tool is used for automating web application testing to verify that it works as expected or not. It mainly supports a browser like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer. It also permits you to execute the cross browser testing, because if we are running cross browser testing here, one thing I want to say, like if we are writing the say one test case in the Chrome browser, so same test case we can run in the different environment as well. We can run the same test case in Firefox, we can run in the Edge also, so we can run in the Internet Explorer also. So that's how we achieve the cross browser testing, and this is required for us. Suppose we are working on a no like a flight booking or some e-commerce website, so multiple users use the multiple browsers. They everyone is like not using the Chrome only. Some countries they only use the Edge browser only, they don't use the Chrome browsers. But we want our applications to be accessible by all the end users in different environments, and it should not break in different browsers. So at that time we have to use the cross browser testing to check that our application is accessible and properly working in all the environments. So at that case we have to use the cross browser testing also. And WebDriver also enables you to use a programming language by creating your scripts like we have seen, and it directly talks to the browser. WebDriver directly talks to the browser, and it supports multiple languages: C Sharp, Java, Perl, PHP, and Ruby, and all that. We have already seen about the features, and in the differences also we have seen about the Selenium WebDriver.
Rahul, like if I want to say what is Selenium WebDriver in simple terms, what can I say? Say
Sele-
in interview, if you ask me like what is Selenium WebDriver,
Selenium
what
WebDriver,
can I answer?
yes, just
Mhm.
say like Selenium WebDriver is an open source and it is a collection of APIs which is getting used to testing our web application. That's it. Only first line that I mentioned. So if you will tell this line, because this is the generic line for our Selenium WebDriver, because it's an open source and it is a collection of APIs which is getting used for our web application. That's it.
Okay. When you say collection of APIs, like can you brief little bit about it?
Collection of APIs means to say like once you are writing different classes and different interface, that you are
Okay.
convert, that is like a API for you, and you are converting in your Java into the
Okay.
jar file. I will tell you once I will be opening the Eclipse, I will be downloading that Selenium. At that time, if I remember, I will answer this question for you. You will not understand maybe here what is
Okay.
API I am talking about, but like the class which are already defined in the Selenium. So that class is having in as an API for you, and it is inside a jar files.
Okay. Maybe as you said, you can
Yeah,
tell us like during
yeah,
the.
that practically maybe once I will show you what I'm calling API, so you will get to know. But this is the line that you can tell at the time of a Selenium WebDriver, because this is the generic line is there. It is not a specific one,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Thank you.
These are some features only about the WebDriver, but this is the exact one. What is the Selenium WebDriver? And the next
Yeah,
one,
Rahul.
any doubt? Yeah.
No, Rahul.
Okay. Let next one is the advantage of the Selenium WebDriver. Actually, we have already seen all the advantages as well. Like open source, it is an open source. It is compatible with multiple browsers. It is compatible with multiple languages, and it supports different framework supports as well. It is accessible on various operating system like Windows, Mac, and Linux as well. It supports the multiple devices or multiple device testing as well. Selenium supports a parallel test execution as well. Suppose if you want to execute your test case, there are a 10 test case. If you will run the 10 test case one by one in the sequence order, it will be taking a lots of time for you, right? It will once first test case it will finish, then it will start the second test case, and it can take a lots of time for you. But if you want to run suppose 5 test cases at a once. So in that case, you can achieve parallel test execution also with the help of a Selenium. So in that case, you will be saving a lots of a time. The same execution was earlier getting complete in 1 hour. Now it will get complete only in 15 to 20 minutes only.
Okay, Rahul, just one question here. When you say parallel execution, like all the tests will be executed in the same browser, like
No,
say Chrome, or like we can handle in different browsers.
see, handling in different browser is one thing, and opening the multiple different, what I say, instance of
Tab.
same browser is different.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
here, like
New
parallel
tab.
testing, yeah, like this is the one browser. One test case will be running in this browser,
Okay.
and this is the another one. Suppose if I open a new window, one test
Okay.
case will
Okay.
open in this browser. Again, I
Okay.
will
Okay.
click on like new window. One test case will run in
Got
this browser. So in that way, we can run
got it.
multiple test case in different windows of the same browser. Earlier,
Yes.
Got it. Got
earlier
it.
only one test case was running in one browser, and once this will finish, then second one will start. So it will take more time. But to reduce the execution time, we can run multiple test cases in the multiple browsers as well.
Instances of browser.
Right, instances of browser, yes. We
Like
can do
100
that.
test cases or there means in one instance 10 and then next one next 10 will start. Like that parallelly it will start the execution.
Parallel is once one suppose one test case is there, three test case has started the execution in three instances. Okay, and
Hmm.
suppose first one test case is completed. What will
Hmm.
happen? Again, a new instance of the same browser will launch, and another test will start executing in that,
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
okay,
It's not
okay.
10 will run in this or 10
Okay,
will
okay,
run.
okay.
It is like test case. First test case is completed in this. Again, new window will come, and then new test case will start in that. What is the next test case we have mentioned in our sequence order? This second one test case is completed. This will with this window will get closed, and it will open a new window, and the new test case will start in executing in that. But that is happening in the parallelly. We are parallelly running in the 5 different browsers, so lots of time saving will be there in that case for you.
But it's not happening parallelly, Rahul. Like only first test case is getting completed, then only it is going to execute the second one.
In the same browser, in the no, parallelly it will happen. Same, suppose 5 test cases are
At
there.
a time, three test cases will be running.
Yes, at a
Okay,
time 3 test cases will run in the 3 different instance of the browser.
okay, okay.
So definitely it will save the time. Before only one test case was running, now three are running for you in the same time.
Yes, yes.
So if it will do, then definitely it will be saving a lots of time. So that basically depend on your laptop configurations. What is your RAM? What is your CPU configuration? It can handle multiple instances or not. So based on that, we define how many browsers it can handle at the same time. Otherwise, browsers will start getting clash. If you will mention 10 browsers, so maybe it will not be able to run or handle the 10 browsers at the same time, and your browsers can crash. But we have to define some limitations, 2 or 3 or 4 browsers it can handle. We have such kind of a configuration of the laptop, so you can do the parallel execution based on the counts as well. But it will parallel execute. It is not like one test case will run in this, and once it will finish, then it will run in second one. No, 3 test case will run in parallel for you. You have to write down such kind of a code. There is a code you have to write down. So that's why Selenium supports, the multiple parallel test execution for you.
Okay, okay, Rahul.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Selenium uses the fewer hardware resource, like you don't need any big resource, just Eclipse IDE to use and some Java only to use, and you can start running your Selenium scripts on that. It also supports the headless browser execution. So headless browser executions is like it will not show you in the front end, but in the backend, like it is running the test case for you. Headless means to say browser will not open for you that it is running what action is performing, but still it will be run the test case for you in your system without opening the browser. That we call it as a headless browser execution. Okay, got it. These are the
Yeah.
some advantages. And now see some disadvantages of Selenium WebDriver. As I explained, like we can't automate the image, we can't automate the visual, also we can't automate the captcha, and it is missing the customer support. Suppose I'm stuck in somewhere, I don't know how to do that with the help of a Selenium. So to whom you will contact? There is no one to contact. You have to search on the Google how to do that, and you will find some blogs and all that in that case, right? But direct you can't contact anyone and to take the help. So that's also like a disadvantage for Selenium WebDriver. But in qtp or paid tool, there is a separate assigned team for you where you can contact and take the immediate help from them, and it only supports the web
Yes.
applications. So this kind of things are there that are disadvantages in our Selenium WebDriver.